Disclaimer: this is a work of fiction created for entertainment purpose only, not affiliated with BTS or Brigade Entertainment. Characters and storylines are fictional and for entertainment purpose only. If you are homophobic, then please just leave. Tigers Bunny promote respect and kindness. Time skip. The quick click of the front door echoed through the mansion as Taehyung stepped inside, loosening his tie with a tired sigh. His body touched from long meetings and endless calls, but his mind was only thinking of one person, Bunny. He walked in slowly, the lights dimmed and the air felt warm and calm. As he entered the living room, his footstep halted. There, curled up on the couch, was Jungkook, fast asleep, waving Taehyung's sweater, hugging a pillow, a smart pout still on his lips. Taehyung froze, his cold heart slowly melting at the sight. The boy looked so soft, so smart, like a feather dream Taehyung didn't deserve. He stepped closer, quickly kneeling down beside the couch. His eyes scanned Jungkook's face, his soft cheeks, long lashes, and pink lips. Taehyung noticed Jungkook's phone still unlocked in his hand. The screen was dim, but he could see it, one of those cute bunny selfies Jungkook must have taken earlier. Taehyung smiled, a real one, a rare one. Taehyung, you really are my bunny, he whispered, brushing a strand of hair away from Jungkook's head, carefully like the world would break if he moved too fast. Taehyung leaned in and pressed a soft kiss to Jungkook's temple. His lips lingered there for a second longer than they should have. I'm sorry for always being late, he whispered into the silence. I wish I could say the words you deserve, but my heart is still learning how to speak. He sat beside the couch, resting his head near Jungkook's. Shoulder, staring at him like he was the most precious thing on earth. One day he said softly, his voice barely audible, I will tell you everything. I will hold your hand in the daylight, kiss you when you are awake, and love you the way you deserve my love. He closed his eyes for a moment, breathing in the scent of vanilla and warmth that clung to Jungkook. Later he saw the food untouched, his sign he always tells Jungkook to eat when he became late. But his bunny never listened. He wanted to wake Jungkook up, but seeing him sleeping peacefully, he dropped the idea. He get up, picked the food and put it in fridge. Later come pick Jungkook in brother style, who snuggles into Taehyung's just like a baby. Taehyung kisses his forehead lovingly and take Jungkook to the room. He make Jungkook lay on bed. Jungkook whines a little, losing the warmth, but later hugged pillow and slept. Taehyung powers, feeling jealous over the pillow. He hurriedly ran inside bathroom to fresh up. After changing into comfortable clothes, Taehyung snatched that pillow from Jungkook slowly, throwing it on floor somewhere, saying, It's my place, sweet pillow, and hugged Jungkook, kissing his temple and slept peacefully. Time skip. Next day afternoon. It was a normal afternoon, or at least it seemed like one. Taehyung was in his office, buried in work, when his close friend, who also worked there, knocked and walked in. Mr. Seok. Hey Thai, what's up? Taehyung smiling. I'm good. How are you, Mr. Seok? Good, buddy. I want to tell you something. Taehyung frowned. Yeah, tell me. Mr. Seok, I wasn't going to say anything, but I saw your husband earlier today. He knows Jungkook as some time for business purpose. Taehyung take him to his house, near the coffee shop across the street. Taehyung spent still. Mr. Seok, he was with some guy. They seemed close, laughing, talking. The guy even touched his shoulder. It looked kind of intimate. Maybe it's not true, but I thought I should tell you. As Jungkook is like brother to me, I don't want any near him. A cold silence filled the office. Taehyung's expression didn't change. He simply nodded. Okay, thanks buddy, I will handle this. Mr. Seok left, but inside something twisted in Taehyung's chest. Jungkook with someone else, laughing, smiling with someone who wasn't me. He tried to ignore it, tried to focus, but the image burned. In his mind, the thought of Jungkook giving that sweet smile to someone else when he barely smiled at him anymore. By the time he got home that evening, his mind was a mess of jealousy, hurt, and confusion. He walked in, and there Jungkook was again, like always, waiting in the kitchen with dinner, wearing the soft little sweater. Jungkook beamed, eyes lighting up. You are early today? Taehyung, where were you this afternoon? Taehyung cut in, his voice colder than usual. Jungkook blinked, confused. I was at the cafe near your office just for a little while. Taehyung, with who? Called Jungkook. I worked there sometimes, just a few hours. I didn't tell you because I thought it wasn't important, and I was with my coworker. He just helped me carry something, that's all. Taehyung scored, his jaws tightening. You work there. Why? Jungkook hands straightened. I just wanted to be useful, to feel a little independent, and to be close to you. Taehyung, you didn't even tell me, and now I found out you are spending time with some guy behind my back. Taehyung's voice rose. Jungkook's eyes widened. Taehyung, it's not like that. I swear. Taehyung, do you think this is some kind of game? Jungkook, Taehyung snapped, running around, smiling for other men while I'm breaking myself for this marriage. Jungkook flinched badly, his eyes became teary, opened his mouth to explain, but no words come out. His chest tightened, the panic come fast, too fast. Jungkook, I can't breathe. He clenched his chest, gasping for breath. Panic filled his eyes as the world started spinning. His knees buckled. Taehyung widened his eyes to show. Taehyung stepped forward, confused. Jungkook, Bunny, what's wrong? Jungkook collapsed to the floor, trembling, struggling to breathe, eyes wide with fear. My bag, he squeezed. Taehyung ran to Jungkook's bag, rummaging through it until he found a small inhaler. With shaky hands, he brought it to Jungkook's lips, helping him take it. Minutes felt like hours. Slowly, Jungkook's breathing began to calm, but he was crying, silent tears streaming down his cheeks. Taehyung sat frozen, stunned, guilt crashing into him like a wave. You have asthma, he whispered brokenly. Jungkook didn't answer, he just looked away, too hurt, too scared. Taehyung stared at him, feeling something heavy press into his chest. He never told me he was scared of me. And now Taehyung realized he didn't just break Jungkook's heart, he almost broke him completely. Jungkook was still shaking, curled up on the floor like a trembling leaf. Taehyung stared at him, heart pounding, guilt heavy in his chest. His cold mask had shattered the moment Jungkook grasped. Nothing else mattered anymore, not the misunderstanding, not the jealousy, only Jungkook. Without a word, Taehyung gently scooped him into his arms, holding him close like he was made of glass. He sat down on the couch, keeping Jungkook in his lap, arms wrapped securely around his waist. Taehyung, shh, it's okay. Taehyung whispered against his ear, voice shaky but soft. You are safe, Bunny, I have got you. Jungkook didn't speak, he just buried his face into Taehyung's chest, fist clutching his shirt tightly. His tears flowed freely, warm against Taehyung's skin. He cried like a child, helpless, broken, heart wide open. Jungkook, I'm sorry, Jungkook choked out between sobs. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. I was just scared. Taehyung, scared of me? Taehyung whispered, his voice barely audible. Jungkook nodded against him, not daring to look up. I thought you would think I'm weak, that I'm a burden. Something inside Taehyung snapped, not in anger but in pain. His heart clenched at the thought that Jungkook had been suffering all this time, silently afraid of him. He slowly lifted Jungkook's chin with his fingers, forcing him to look up. Jungkook's eyes were red, wet with tears, lips trembling, chest still risen and falling unevenly. Taehyung leaned forward and pressed a soft kiss to his forehead, then to the tip of his nose, then his cheeks, one, then the other. and finally, just under his lips, on that tiny beauty mark, he secretly adored. He lingered there, warm breath mingling with Jungkook's shaky one. Jungkook's eyes fluttered, closed at the tenderness, then Taehyung pulled back just enough to speak, his voice low and full of emotion. Why didn't you tell me, love? Jungkook's lips trembled. Why are you so scared of me? Jungkook blinked, fresh tears falling. Because you never smile at me, you never talk to me kindly. I thought maybe you didn't want me, maybe you regret marrying me. Taehyung closed his eyes for a moment, forehead resting against Jungkook's. God, no love, I never regretted you. Not for 1 second, Jungkook breathed. I'm just bad at showing it. I didn't know how to love someone so soft, so beautiful. I was afraid I would ruin you, Jungkook. You already have, Jungkook whispered, soft, not angry, and yet he didn't move from Taehyung's lap. Taehyung nodded, pressing another kiss to his temple. I know, and I'm going to spend every day trying to fix that. If you will let me. Jungkook didn't answer right away, but he clung tighter, and that was enough for now. And that was enough for now. Jungkook was still in Taehyung's lap, face buried in his chest, small sobs escaping now and then as Taehyung held him like he was something scared. Something that could never break again. Taehyung gently rocked him, stroking his back, pressing soft kisses to his hair. Then, in a shaky whisper, he finally spoke. I love you, Jungkook. The words were quick, but they echoed like thunder in the silence. Jungkook stirred. Taehyung cupped his face in both hands now, lifting it carefully, looking into his watery eyes. I love you so much. It scares me, he whispered. Every day I wake up next to you, and I'm afraid I will do something wrong, that I will mess it up, that you will realize I'm not enough for you. Jungkook blinked, stern mouth parting slightly as more tears welled up. Taehyung smiled, small and broken, but real. You are everything I never knew I needed, Bunny. Your smile, your voice, even the way you pout when you are sleepy. I love all of it. I have loved you for a long time. I was just too cold to show it. Jungkook burst into refreshed tears, just having as he finally let go of all the fear, all the doubt he would been carrying alone. You really love me, he whispered through his sobs. Taehyung nodded, pushing his thumbs across Jungkook's wet cheeks. So much, it hurts. Jungkook threw his arms around Taehyung's neck, hugging him tightly, face buried in his shoulder again. I love you too, Dai, he cried. I love you so much. I thought my heart would break when you didn't look at me. Taehyung's heart cracked open at the sound of it. He held Jungkook tighter, then ever, kissing his temple over and over. I'm here now. I'm not going anywhere. After a few quick moments, Jungkook pulled back a little, wiping his own tears with the back of his sleeve. His voice was soft, trembling. Jungkook, that man earlier, he was just a co-worker. He helped me carry boxes to the cafe. He told me he had feelings for me, but trust me, I rejected him. I told him I am already married and love my husband so much. He understood and also asked forgiveness. That's all. Taehyung cupped his cheeks again, gently, lovingly. I trust you, love, I know, and I'm sorry. I jumped to conclusions. I was scared of losing you. I acted like a fool. Jungkook shook his head quickly. You are not fool. You were just hurting like me. Taehyung smiled again, this time more confident. He tugged a strand of hair behind Jungkook's ear. You don't have to work anymore, love, he said softly. Not if it makes you tired, not if it's a risk your health. I'm here for you. I will take care of you always. Jungkook blinked up at him, wide-eyed. But I wanted to feel useful. Taehyung, you already are loved. Taehyung whispered, brushing his lips against Jungkook's forehead. You being here, breathing, smiling, waking up next to me, that's more than enough. You're everything I need. Jungkook melted again in his arms, snuggling into his chest. heart, finally feeling light, finally feeling safe. Taehyung stares at his plump lips, gulping hardly. Can I love Jungkook? Nodded shyly. That's it. Taehyung smashed his lips into Jungkook's, kissing him passionately. Taehyung leaving. I love you, Bunny. Jungkook breathing heavily. I love you too, Tae. And for the first time since their marriage began, both of them felt home.